Mario Superstar Baseball. Today we're talking about Wario. Everyone loves Wario, from his yellow hat to his green shoes. Why are his shoes green? They don't match. But he is number 14, which is... I thought this was crazy. I thought Wario was going to be... I saw he was 14, and I was like, wow, it's got to be an improvement. 5 down. Wario was 9 in the last tier list. The highest someone was willing to put him was 13. The lowest was 17. If you'll recall from the tier list video, those were the only two rankings he got, either 13 or 17. So, Wario's got some stuff that's worth bringing to the table. Let's talk about it. I think I'm just going to actually start because I love Wario. Wario is, I'm going to say, outside of Birdo and Yoshi, I think the best second baseman in the game. I say that mainly because DK is the shortstop. But like Wario does so much work for me at second base that it's always worth maybe occasionally getting a strikeout. But after a little bit of practice, I think Wario's singles bat's actually pretty reliable. And I think with the possibility of these captains trending up, the garlic ball is actually nuts to the point where, yeah, it's a 50-50 shot and they might catch it. But if they miss the double, they accidentally swallow that garlic, Wario's gone 3, and Dennis has even gotten basically an infield home run with him. The only reason that he stopped was he thought I got the ball, but I didn't have it yet. He could have gotten an infield home run.
Wow. Rough. Yeah, I do like Wario a lot. I think that he brings a lot to an infield. However, his bat is a little bit tricky. I find myself trying to charge swing a lot and trying to hit the fence because it's hard to get it over with like a Waluigi chemistry partner on the bases, or even like, what does he have, Magic Koopa and Boo as well? Yeah, Wario's chemistry tree is nuts. But yeah, even with that, like sometimes it's still hard to knock it over the fence. I've seen a few. I think I got maybe one myself. So I don't know when. But yeah, no, he is good. He's big too, so that sliding catch really covers a lot of ground.
I really love Wario. I mean, his sliding catch is like almost as magical as Birdo's suck. Like there could be a ball 2 feet above Dennis's head, and I'm Wario, and I just get that from here. Really, I think his position at second base, I think he's one of the best, if not the best second baseman, just because of how high and off to the right or left he can get those balls. However, I'd like. Could you give me my transition?
Oh yeah, Wario trending. Andrew?
I think I'm going to have to give him a trending down because despite being one of the best at his positions, as the meta progresses further, you're going to find a lot more characters that can fill that position. As much worse as they may be, it's just going to mean Wario's a little bit less important in the draft.
Down. I think we're going to start to really see games where Wario is not being picked. Not many. I think he's going to make it into probably 60% of games. But there are going to be a few games where Wario is completely absent. There are other characters that just fills his spot.
I'm going to say trending up. I think it's going to become really obvious to a lot of people that Wario is like, if you don't have Yoshi Birdo, the second baseman you want. And on top of that, I truly believe in my heart of hearts that the captains with good captain hits are going to start trending up. And for that reason, I think both Wario and a character we're about to talk about shortly have huge untapped potential with the possibility of their stars only being 1 star.
So I'm going to say I think non-Captain Wario, I think, is extremely trending down. I almost probably wouldn't even put non-Captain Wario inside my top 18. Like Andrew and Nick have said, I just think there's players that maybe fill the position, maybe not as good, but their bats, with 5 at-bats, I'd rather have those characters up. I think Captain Wario is one of the better captains in the game because the star hit could land for homers. The problem is right now in the draft that we're doing, it doesn't make sense to pick him as a captain as your on paper draft. So I'm going to have to say non-Captain Wario, which is the majority of Wario, trending down. I just think there's better players and better bats and more rewarding. So.
What can you do? Sometimes you go to bite into a delicious hamburger and it's all garlic and Wario trends down. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive into Wario's psyche. And tune in next time for another character who's a good captain with a good captain hit. But I'm not going to spoil who it is like Nick would. You can pick from all the captains that you haven't seen yet. It's not Diddy. You know that. Bye.
It's Daisy.
No!
And if you want to get more information on this great game, come over to the Discord. Literally any question you have about this game could be answered by any of those guys in a second. They'll answer you literally right away. It might even be me. So the link is down below in the description. And also, we just recently started a Patreon. As of right now, there are no rewards for becoming a patron. We're currently brainstorming things that a patron would do. But we really like bringing you all this content. We put out a video every single day. We really love bringing you this content, and we want the quality of our content to be even better. So we started the Patreon as a way for you guys to chip in and donate so we can upgrade our equipment between controllers, recording equipment, whatever, because we're going off of literally stuff I own, and I pay rent and I have student loans, so it's not the best. But we'd love to update all that stuff for you. So if you want to join the Patreon, the name is right here somewhere, and it'll be in the description as well. So thank you so much, and some sort of rewards for patrons will be coming eventually. So thank you so much. And I want to give a quick shout out to the first 3 people who subscribed to our Patreon: Connor Nace, Jake Winans, and Blake Dubty. That's awesome, guys. I literally made the Patreon today, and 10 minutes in, we already had 2 patrons, and then Blake joined later. So, thank you so much. And I'm planning on shouting out our patrons at the end of any produced video. A lot of the games don't go through anything, like any production. They just go straight from the recording setup to YouTube. Anything produced will have the patrons' names at the end of the video. So, thank you so much for being our patrons, and catch you next time.